Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This video that you're currently watching is currently being edited together. Look at me. It's currently being edited together, and I noticed there was two things missing from the actual video. The first one was the intro. This is the problem with going outside. I don't think about filming the intro. Don't know what happened. Not at all. I think it's this, which I'm going to get onto in a minute. I think I was planning to film something else and do the intro with that. Completely forgot about it. It's been like a week or so now since I filmed like the bulk of these videos, and I just forgot that I was meant to film this extra bit. So we're now doing it a week later. The extra bit that I forgot to film that I think was going to have the intro in it was what you'll see in the clips in a minute, past all the snow, was the video game arcade museum thing. I keep calling it a museum, and I suppose it is. It's got quite a lot of old nostalgic game consoles, games, some stuff from like developers and things like that in it. But it's more just an arcade. It was 3 floors of like everything, anything and anything you could think of. There was VR in there. There were games for like the Mega Drive, PS4, PS2, Rock Band 3 was there, Sonic there. There was a Japanese Sonic game there that you played with like a little roller ball. That was super cool to like experience, I suppose. There was the old, and I don't know, like, this is really hard to explain to people that don't know what it is. There was the old pinball game that was on computers when like back when like Minesweeper was like on computers, and that was the only real computer game you could get. There was like pinball that would always come on your computer, and that was there. That was super awesome to play. Me, Mike, his dad, and his brother all went as sort of like a semi-stag do thing for like me and his family. And it was a really cool day. Like, it was about a tenner each, I think it was. And we spent a good 5 hours in there, and we played pretty much everything. There was some stuff we didn't get to play. The games change every single day, apparently. We've not been back since. We are talking about going back, but we've not been back since. And if we go again, I'll take the camera and I'll film it. I was going to take the camera and film it because it was just going to be me and Mike. And then his brother and his dad said they were free and they were invited originally. And I was like, right, come on then, let's go. And I didn't know if I'd feel awkward bringing the camera with me with those two there as well. So I thought, screw it. We're going to have this as our own little day. We're talking about going back, and when we go back, I'll take the camera then. But yeah, it was like proper nostalgic old games. There were even like the first ever video games were there. Some of the first ever video games, proper nostalgic ones, and then some like more recent, up to date games. We played. I'm sure we played Street Fighter. I played Space Invaders at one point. Don't talk and nobody blows up. Don't talk and nobody blows up. Something like that, or Nobody Explodes, something like that. I can't remember the name of the game exactly, but that was there, and I really wanted to play that. We didn't get a chance to play that, so we've definitely got to go back for that. Rock Band, we never got a chance to play. Micro Machines on the PS1 was there. We played that as a group of 4 for a good, I don't know, half an hour. Yeah, so it was really cool. There was a game there as well that was. This is no game. This is not a game, or this is no game. That was really fun. It was a touchscreen game that we're hoping is on Steam. I'm going to find out one day if it's on Steam. I'm going to try and get the 100% trophy on that, because that was really fun, because it was using like, you had to use lateral thinking to play the game, and it was really cool. It was something that like all of us were like, this doesn't make any sense, and then I just started tapping the screen, and that's how we noticed you could play it. And we just carried on and carried on. We played that game 3 times. We played it to completion 3 times. That's how much we enjoyed that game as a group of 4. Yeah, so in a minute you're going to see like a pan shot of the outside of that store, and you're not going to understand why, because this was not filmed, and now it has been filmed. I would have done this there and then, but I keep saying I'm really awkward about filming in front of other people. And people kept walking past it, and then school groups kept walking past it, and I was like, this seems really weird if I just start talking and trying to film this as a school group walks past, because I know what they're going to do. They're all going to like shout over me, because it's kids. So I decided to completely leave it and do a separate video to explain why I kept that clip in, then forgot to do that clip. So here we are. Enjoy the video. Okay, it's now February, and the snow is unreal. For God's sake. Can we get our shit together? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We are in fucking February. Make your mind up. So I'm absolutely freezing. I'm just on the train back from Nottingham now. You've had some outdoorsy... I always lean on that one. I felt like I was leaning on it. You've had some outdoorsy footage today. We're outside the house. There's not much to show you from my day today. It's mostly been me shopping and then meeting up with Grace. We're talking about going to Nottingham Castle next time I come down though, so we'll have that next time. Yeah, this is sort of like a little bit of a clip together video just because it's been a while and I've got things that I want to talk about. I feel like we're going the wrong way. I'm sure I've just watched the London train go this way. Definitely on the right train. But I feel like I'm going the wrong way. This is more of an update sort of video showing you the weather, the crazy weather. I'm freezing right now because it decided that snow is going to happen right before March. I don't understand that, but hey. And what I'm about to show you is already in the title, I'm sure. But yeah, my uncle, how crazy. Leanne gave birth to a beautiful boy, Arthur, 2 days ago. The pictures are amazing. I'm not going to film around their baby because it's their baby. I feel really awkward about just filming around their baby without asking, especially at this age. So don't expect to see any of that. You might see me shopping for baby clothes a lot, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I just thought we'd have a little bit of an update of I'm officially an uncle, and we're outside the house, freezing. You did this. I'm going to say that as if like you asked for this. You never did, but you did this to me. I'm now freezing cold. Yeah, the weather's been horrible recently, but hopefully it'll warm up soon. And yeah, it's okay. The thing was showing the stops thing was showing something completely different to what I thought. But yeah, it's okay. Hopefully I'm going to go home today. My phone's dead, so if I don't go home, then we're going to be trapped. Yeah, so it's absolutely freezing. But we're outside. We're vlogging. We did it. We made it. So yeah, there's not much really to tell you. You're going to see my purchases when I get home, but I wanted to have this moment where we're outside the house. I told you we'd do this. We are currently doing it. Pride. We have a little bit of pride. And I wanted to share the fact that I'm an uncle and I'm super excited and I'm super happy about it. I can't wait to meet him. I hopefully see him next week, maybe the week after at some point. But I can't wait to meet the little guy. He's a cutie. Doesn't take after his dad very much, but he's a cutie. Random while I'm out thoughts here. Just something that came to me while I was on the train and I thought, screw it, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to talk about it. And now I am going to talk about it. Isn't it weird? To me it's weird. The signs and like notices we have to put on places, it always makes you think that like they had to put that sign and notice there because people have tried these things before. For instance, like in Tamworth there was a sign by the river saying deep river, like right next to the river, which makes you think someone jumped in once and went, I don't know, is this deep? I'm suing you for this shit. Like, I was looking at my, the reason this came into my head, by the way, is I have a Tango on the train, and it says on the lid, open by hand, which makes you think someone tried to do it with like their teeth once, broke a tooth, and was like, well, it doesn't say open with hands, it just said open, so I used my mouth, broke my tooth, I'm suing you for that shit. Like, some things like that, I always think the sign is there because someone did something that made them go, well, we're not dealing with that shit anymore, so we're going to have to put a sign up. No, it's just weird on my own thoughts that I have, and this is why I don't take my camera places, because then you hear the crazy ramblings from a madman. The icicle there is proper Final Destination shit. Fucking scared to walk under it. And now here we are, Wednesday, a week later. This is weird. Not because this is obviously out of the blue, and sort of tacked on to the end of another video, where we've been outside, mostly because this is the first time I've spoken out loud today, which is strange for me. Yeah, so we are finally over. Where is that? Because it's really bugging me. There we go. We're finally over Snowpocalypse 2018 that everyone's been going crazy about. You saw in this video before this, if it's edited together correctly, we'll see. Yeah, but you saw before this the snow and the snow coming down. It sort of got a little bit worse, a little bit better, who knows. I think this snow, for a pedestrian, right, because I walk everywhere that I can. So I walk to work, walk around town, unless I'm going to like somewhere on the train. I obviously don't walk there. But I do a lot of walking, and this wasn't as bad as the one over December. December, like, because everyone was out doing things, the snow like hardened into ice really quickly. Whereas this stayed like snow, and then the rain got rid of it a couple of days later because no one seemed to want to go out of the house. So it was actually quite safe for me as a pedestrian. I understand the roads and the trains and stuff like that were in a complete disarray. Like, they even gritted the main road I walk down to work like every day. The road and the path, and over Christmas, I don't know if I ever mentioned it on the blog, most of my issues over Christmas were based on the fact that they didn't grit the path ever. And then like this, that I think was not as bad, because it was just powder, it was just blowing off like half the path anyway. They seemed to grit for, which was baffling. Like, we had it a lot worse in December on a pedestrian side of it. But this time round, with the snow, I had more offers to help get me home from random people I've not even met than I did during the terrible snow that everyone was driving in before anyway. Like, it was strange. It was quite deep snow, but it wasn't dangerous for me. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's been a week. So the last clip, possibly, if it wasn't snow related, was me on a train telling you I am now an uncle. I have now since met that child. Jack and Leanne have given birth to their little baby boy, Arthur, and he is pretty gorgeous. I might be a bit biased, and maybe the mother's pretty biased as well. She kept telling me he's gorgeous, but in fairness, he's a pretty gorgeous baby. I've had a hold, which dangerous straight away. Jack giving me a baby was dangerous. I was very nervous about it. I've not really not really held many babies in my life. So yeah, this was quite an interesting experience for me. And he cried the whole time, and I don't blame him. Have you seen me? How is he ever going to live up to this handsome man? He's looked up and he's gone, I'll never make it this handsome, and he just cried. Yeah, he cried pretty much the whole time, but there was contributing factors to that, apparently, that I shouldn't be worried about. So yeah, I was sort of expecting it. He's not, he's only a week old, so yeah, I was sort of expecting tears and tantrums and stuff. We'll get better. We'll both get more used to each other, and we'll get there. And I'll just have to get used to holding a baby, apparently. So yeah, he was pretty cute. And if I can figure out a way, I might put a photo of him here with me. But we'll see. When I say here, I'm not going to cut this. It might be before this little clip, actually. If I can put it in, it'll be before this, because this is going to end the video. So I can't put it at the end of this, because then it's a weird ending in my head. Couple of things I wanted to just go through. Changes, I suppose. We are now going outside. I was planning to go to London today. Changed my mind at the last minute. Just because I've been working like 6 day weeks and I've decided to have a day in and catch up with things that I've not been doing. For instance, I'm pretty sure Lucifer's back on Amazon Prime. And if you've not watched Lucifer, get on Lucifer. It's campy, detective, hell-related fun. And I've really enjoyed that show ever since I started watching it about a couple of years ago, maybe, a year or so ago. Yeah, I've always enjoyed that show, so I'm going to try and catch up on that. I bought a load of DVDs that I've not even got around to watching. Some of them are shows that I've seen, films I've seen, shows I've seen, and some are things that I've not seen and I've heard good things about and I've just bought the DVD of. That I'm going to try and get through, and we are going to like semi-talk about that on here. Like I said, I'm only going to do ones that I feel like I've got an opinion to talk about or something to say about it. But that is the plan still. There's a couple of things that I know I want to talk about that I've not really heard many people really talk about, and I want to talk about them a little bit. Graphic novels, books, films, DVDs and stuff like that, that I want to get my opinion out of, that I feel like I want to get my opinion out of. Maybe I'll watch these things and read these things and change my mind, but we will see. Well, you will see, because they'll get uploaded here. The last thing I wanted to mention is there's already one up. There's a second one going up today at the same time as this, maybe. I might upload it while this is editing together. So you might have already seen this before. I feel like I'm missing like a huge chunk of my face. Yeah, you might have already seen this by the time this goes up. It's a new solo song-ish. I hate talking about these things, but I suppose I should try and promote myself a little bit more. I, this year, really want to do more performance-related things. I don't think it's going to be involving me going on stage this year. But the problem is when I don't do my stage stuff, I sort of like dip. And because I'm not doing it, I don't feel like I'm enhancing my skills a little bit, I suppose. I'm not keeping them at a good level. So then if I go to audition for something, it's going to be at a very low level because I'm not keeping... your throat's a muscle, so singing all the time keeps that muscle fresh. So you'll be able to do more singing and more impressive notes, I suppose. I don't know. I'm talking a load of shit, to be honest. But I'm trying to keep my singing at a good level. As good enough level as I can get it at. So I'm going to be trying to upload songs, me singing songs, on here a little bit more than I used to. And I think, I'm pretty sure I'm calling them one takes, because that's what the plan is in my head, where I'm literally just going to sit down with the camera. I might even have the lyrics in front of me. It's songs that I know I sing a little bit of and I like singing. I like the lyrics of, like the song, like the musical. Yeah, because I'll sing them like in my day-to-day life, but I don't upload them. And then songs that I do come to upload, I'll sit there and I'll like practice that day. Then I'll record like 3 different versions of, and then delete like 3 different versions of and start again. So the plan is with this one to still do what I'm doing, sing as I'm walking around. And then if I'm like, do you know what, I think I can sing this to a good enough level to post on YouTube, I just sit and do it. And I don't edit it down, I don't try and censor it or anything like that. So you will see mistakes and you will see me just go or something, because I'm sort of trying to have fun with it as well as trying to make it sound good enough. But I don't want to be sitting there trying to edit it and trying to like alter it in any way. So it's sort of like when I sit down and the camera starts recording, you will hear the version that goes onto YouTube instead of me trying to do 17 different versions. That may sound crazy, and I'm questioning if it's a good idea. I'm questioning if I've explained it correctly, but we'll go with it, we'll run with it, that's the plan. So yeah, hopefully there's some more things coming up soon, and I say that a lot, and then we don't do anything for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 months, and then we post one of these and we go, we're going to do this more, and then we don't post anything for months. But yeah, that is the official plan. There are wheels in motion for that plan. I'm planning to go and see Grace again soon, possibly. I want to go to the Nottingham Castle. I keep saying I want to go to Nottingham Castle every time I go to Nottingham. I end up meeting Grace, so I don't want to go in to then feel like I'm rushing myself, so I don't go. And I was talking to her about it and saying, oh yeah, I really want to go to Nottingham Castle at some point. She's like, oh, I've never been. And we both want to go. So at some point, hopefully, not saying she's going to be in the video, but hopefully we're going to go together and I'll like vlog as we walk around there. So yeah. Things are coming. Things are coming up. Hopefully, we're going to stick to this time. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed the fact we were outside for a bit. We even got a shave chat involved. This is probably the longest video in the history of my channel. Ish. I feel like that's an overstatement, possibly. But yeah, we've made this a little bit longer. We've been outside. We've vlogged a room that isn't my room or the bathroom. So you should feel privileged in that. Yeah, and hopefully we'll have more things coming up very, very soon. And we'll see you in the next video whenever that gets posted. This was a really weird way to end it. I prefer saying I'll see you in the next one, and I didn't stick with it this time for some reason, and I'll never understand why.